Hey, what's up, everybody? I just finished doing the Greg Alba versus the Warfather video, the reaction Schmoedown, and I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough time to make another reaction video, but I really wanted to get this one out of the way. This is Adam Hlavac versus the Barbarian. It might be a little shorter than usual, just because I'm really short on time here, so maybe I'll cut it off early, almost immediately after the match is over, because again I've got some stuff I need to do. So yeah, the Barbarian is one of my favorite characters. Actually, I think it's my favorite new Schmoedown personality out of the rookies. But yeah, I really enjoy the Barbarian, and I hope he wins this. And to be honest, I think, no disrespect to Adam Hlavac, he's a great competitor, especially in Innergeekdom. I just think the Barbarian, there's something about this guy. I think he might end up in the finals against Kalinowski. That's my early prediction. I said it on SCN Live a few weeks ago. I think there's a chance Barbarian beats Robert Parker. Not 100% sure on that. We'll just have to wait and see. But for the moment, for the time being, let's watch the Barbarian's match against Adam Hlavac. Here we go.
Welcome back, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans. Well, the play-in matches, they are done. Ben Goddard has advanced, and Greg Alba, who pulls off an upset over the Warfather, and dominantly, I should say. They are both in the tournament, and our finished tournament, here it is. And we start it today. Mark, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, Christian, you wake up, the birds are singing, the sun is shining, and we know that the new Innergeekdom tournament is officially upon us. It's like waking up the Thursday morning of March Madness. Don't you just have nothing but greatness all weekend long? And that's what the fans are going to get to watch for the better part of at least the next month. And I know that we don't ask Mortal Kombat-related questions, but I think I'm accurate in quoting your good friend Shang Tsung, it has begun.
It absolutely has begun, and what a way to begin it here today, because you have Swag and the Finstock Exchange. They have been battling for first and second place. Back and forth we have gone over the last couple of weeks here, and Winston has proven to be an amazing manager, and he's up against the three-time manager of the year in Finstock. We have the Finstock Exchange. It was the number 6 pick of the draft, and that is the Barbarian. And he goes up against veteran IG competitor Adam the Haymaker Hlavac.
That's right, Christian. It's almost like Adam is like the senior in high school who's the incumbent starter on the team, but then here comes this freshman. Nobody really knows much about him, but they know he has game. And so if you're Adam, you're looking at like, hey, I got to keep these whippersnappers at bay. But with the Barbarian, I mean, that guy has proven, even in an exhibition match as ridiculous as Jurassic Park, that he can run roughshod through just about anybody. Well,
that's the big question, though, because Adam Hlavac is absolutely, he's been a veteran in this league now for a while. He started in the teams division, and the thing with Adam, we know his raw knowledge. We know that he's a very, very busy dude. There's only so much he's able to study for it, right? But the question is, he's come in before and he's played, and you said, okay, well, Adam might not win this, and then you put him up against former champion and his buddy Hector Navarro, and he wins, right? And then, he gets himself into a match against Kevin Smets, and he didn't see it coming. But we don't know what the Barbarian is. We have no idea how he's going to be. He's a teams and singles guy. So is he going to be good in IG? He's only played one match, Mark, the Barbarian, and he has this kind of legendary aura around him already, and he's played one match, and that was in singles.
Yeah, Christian, you and I have done a number of these matches together in our years, and I think the thing that we see when we have somewhat of an unknown quantity with the Barbarian and somebody who you're just not really sure what he's going to be able to pull in the moment with Adam, I think that it's all going to come down to round number 2, the wheel round. What do you spin? And that is going to incorporate the help of their managers to help coach them through, this is a good category, this is not a good category, spin again, take this. That's where I think this match is really going to be won and lost.
It's a great point, because this is not just the Barbarian versus Adam. This is Gucci versus Winston. I mean, it really is. And Winston, we've talked about every single time that he appears of what he's been able to do this season as a manager. And Gucci's a legend. He's a legendary manager. We know that. And I think that even Gucci will tell you that he's got a lot of respect for what Winston has done so far. But this is about Hlavac. This is about the Barbarian. We're going to see how we got to this point in this first match. Here we go.
3, 2, 1. I don't remember.
And your winner by way of knockout!
Are you planning to continue to study and participate in the Innergeekdom League?
Oh, I'm mad now.
You know, Adam Hlavac, you know, he's a flip-flopper. Who's going to show up? Is it going to be the Adam Hlavac who beat Hector Navarro? Or is it going to be the Adam Hlavac that got smoked by Smets in San Diego? It doesn't really make a difference which one shows up.
Oh, hello there.
Barbarian, clearly a force to be reckoned with here in the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Ken, he didn't miss a question.
He did not miss a question. Perfect so far.
Barbarian, Barbarian, Barbarian. A player's name I keep hearing. Someone who's never played in the Innergeekdom before, who thinks they're going to take me down so easy.
Our first match is against Adam, the Haymaker, Hlavac.
Adam Hlavac, that's an OG in the game, baby. That means he is ready for that fire, and he's going to bring it.
He's been in this league for a few years now, so we went back, we watched all his matches. And guess what we found? He's one hell of a strong competitor.
We're not looking past Adam Hlavac. Don't get us twisted here. The guy can surprise. But honestly, I just don't see it happening. No one's as hungry as the Barbarian. I've never seen anybody train like this guy, except other people on my team.
Barbarian, as they call him. Well, we've evolved. We've swagged up.
This will be a lot of fun. This will be interesting to see just how well he does, to see how well he studied me.
But I got a message for you. Maker of hay, we fight for our dearly departed Red Sonja. She's risen into Crom's mighty palace in the sky, where she sits at his right hand.
Crom laughs at you.
And if we want to join her someday, we need to accumulate as much glory as we can wherever we go. And this week, Adam, we're going through you.
It's been a long time coming, so I hope you enjoy it.
Our goal here is to knock Swag and Den out of the tournament at any given time and let other people catch up. We have no problem with that.
Gucci, I see you, bro. 6-pack versus cake, baby. Drip, drip.
We don't see it that way.
As you see, there's a lot of hype on the Barbarian. There's a lot of excitement around the Barbarian, but you cannot sleep on what the Haymaker has done in this league. He's a very knowledgeable guy. He is a guy that he'll shock you with what he knows, and the next thing, oh, I thought I had an easy win, and then you lose in the first round of the tournament.
You know, you do about 95% of the nicknames that are the origins anyway for the Schmoedown. Were you the one responsible for Haymaker as well?
I was.
Because that is such an app. I don't like giving you credit. You know it makes my skin crawl. But calling him the Haymaker, because the guy, he's exactly like a George Foreman, where maybe not the most athletic or throwing the most punches or whatever, but there's just that one punch that can knock you out. The Barbarian has got to keep an eye on that here today.
Yeah, because we don't know what the Barbarian knows. We have no idea. But with that, we have mentioned before, let's look at these standings right here. Here you go. This is where we stand today with the factions. And as we look at those, Swag and the Finstock Exchange, either one of these victories, either one could need a victory here with the big 3 points or a potential 4 should there be a knockout. All right, so we have heard them talk so far this season, and there he is again. To nobody's surprise,
Gucci
no
verse.
shirt. Nope. He is the Gooch Man, Bobby Finstock, Tom Dagnino, manager of the Finstock Exchange, and the manager of Swag. There he goes.
Oh.
Marshall.
Both here.
How are you doing here? That's right. So let's
got a nice little beer, I see. Nice.
Winston, I got to talk to you here first, man, because you've been getting a lot of props, and I think, and you should be from what you've done so far with Swag. Everyone talked about the Finstock Exchange being the Yankees of the Schmoedown, and nobody knew what Swag's going to do. And here you guys are neck and neck with the Finstock Exchange. How you feeling about this match? How you feeling about Adam's chances against the Barbarian?
I mean, I feel good. It's one of those things that I'm not ignorant enough to ignore that rookies are in the league for a reason. But, Barbarian's a rookie. So there's a lot of potential there. There's a lot of, I saw his first match, so that can be deadly, knowing because he just knows a lot of stuff. But I will, until proven otherwise, I will always take the vet over the rookie. That's just how that goes. And Adam has proven himself more than enough times. So I think we're ready for this. I'm ready to see what he's got. People count him out. I'd love for him to just run through everybody. Let's do it.
Tom, what is your laundry cycle? Actually, I have a better question for you, and that is simply this. So I was on stage at the Schmoedown Awards, and I had the honor, I think rightfully so, of presenting you with Manager of the Year. So
that's correct.
As reigning Manager of the Year, what are you telling a guy like Barbarian who doesn't really seem flappable, but it's his first time doing something of this magnitude in this division? What's the strategy?
I mean, look, great question. I mean, no one knows what he's going to do here. No one knew what he was going to do in his first regular match. And he came out and just went pretty perfect. I mean, this guy, I don't think anybody in the league, and I have the best guys on my team in the league, nobody puts in as much work as this guy does. I have never seen this kind of work ethic. He's like a thoroughbred horse. His recall and his memory, I've never seen it before. And like I said, I've managed some of the best guys around, Merle, Roca, Bateman, Riley, all those guys. Fantastic individuals, great players, and the best players, no question. But this guy's work ethic, I mean, he's calling me at 3 a.m, asking questions. And I'm like, yeah, I know that work. Oh yeah, well, I'm always up.
Well, let me ask you a question.
That's when I make my most calls.
Well, Tom, one of the things too, I think that Barbarian was chosen in the 6th round.
Correct.
And we saw last season that he approached you, told you that he wanted you to draft him. You did just that. How did you get the intel on the Barbarian? How did you know to steal him? And are you surprised that nobody picked him up a little earlier?
Oh, I am 100% surprised nobody picked him up. I thought he was going to go in the top 3 rounds. And I mean, honestly, he probably should have went in the first round, knowing what we know now. When you just look in people's eyes sometimes, when he first came up to me, he was dead serious. Very intimidating, large fellow. I mean, just built like an animal, like he is, a barbarian.
Like a barbarian.
So the way I look at it is, there was a bunch of other guys coming up to me and trying to, get into the exchange. Obviously, a Manager of the Year for a reason, and they want to be on a squad that's going to win. That's clear. But what he did, there was something different about him. And when he came up, it was an aura. It was very memorable. And that's the kind of, characters we need on the Finstock Exchange. Not just guys who can answer questions, but guys who could be fantastic characters. And this guy's going to take the league by storm. We want, we're not looking past Adam Hlavac here, but we want Robert Parker. That's the bottom line.
Well, Christian, I got it. You and I talked about this before the show, and Winston, I hate to put you in this position. You might require another pull on that beer to answer it, but you are going up against the reigning Manager of the Year. Is there anything that you can look at how he manages his players and say, oh, I should add that to my repertoire with my faction?
I just find it hard to fully take someone serious that could sunburn at any moment. Like that's always kind of difficult for me. I respect Gucci and what he's done, like for sure. There's no doubt at all. But as much as he goes shirtless, he's got to be rocking SPF 200 at this point. So that eats away at brain cells. So I'm chilling.
It's pretty amazing stuff. No, look, Winston, look, he's right on our heels. There's no question about that. And I've said this before. The Finstock Exchange, nobody in the Finstock Exchange thought we were going to run away with this thing, and we're not going to run away with this thing. There's too many talented players in the league. And Winston, like I said, him and Kate, they're right on our heels right now. So, we'll see. Kudos to him. But this ain't gonna go in the way you want today.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate the challenge. I'm not like one of these people like Floyd Mayweather who likes to fight people past their prime or, like to shy away from the top. I want everybody in the exchange. I want to fight all of you, and I want to knock you in the mouth.
That's fair.
I'm ready for it. Let's go.
That's fair. The horses are ready.
All right, well, here we go. Thank you to both Winston and Bobby Gucci there. To Mark, look, it's just two of the prime managers, confident in their competitors, needing a win, wanting a win, and starting off the tournament. I think this is a good way to do it.
Yeah, Christian, I think that went about as well, about as classy, and about as clean as you're going to get with these two factions. At least one of them had a shirt on, and the other one, at least his microphone was blocking what none of us need to see, ever.
All right. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I'm pumped, man. This is going to be a fun one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first, representing the Finstock Exchange, making his Schmoedown Innergeekdom debut. This is the Barbarian! Barbarian, still there he is, making his way to the computer with Elvis over his shoulder there. Mark, there he is.
Oh, the hair flip, the Clay Matthews hair flip. Christian, God knows what he was looking for, but he has finally arrived and he looks ready to compete. Nothing can seem to faze this guy.
Well, Barbarian, you are here. We are excited to have you here. We have not seen you compete in singles. You did do an exhibition match. So first of all, how are you feeling about this particular match and your opponent in the Haymaker? You're muted, my friend. There you go.
Feeling very muted, but now I'm feeling unmuted.
Okay.
We are very excited. Elvis and I, in our outer selves, have always been geeks. And now we get to show the inner geekdom in us both. We've seen a lot of this Adam Hlavac, and we respect what he's done. He's a veteran in this league, and this league chews people up and spits them out, especially in this division where it's really hard to hang. So, it's recognized that going after him and all the hay baling he does, it'll be not an easy task, but we know the answers to questions.
All right, well, there he is, the Barbarian. All right, sir, we're going to just have you in the waiting room here as we bring in your opponent. And his opponent, representing Swag, with a record of 3 wins, 4 defeats, and 1 knockout in the Innergeekdom division. He is Adam the Haymaker Hlavac! Wow, that's a great setup. Look at that. There's Hlavac coming in, and that swag boom blasted in. You gotta like it. You gotta like the swag there. I like the confidence, because it just looks like you're kind of chilling out. How you doing, Adam? You've been doing this for a little bit now. You've gone up against some of the greats inside of the Innergeekdom division. You faced Cushing, you faced Smets, and obviously Hector Navarro. How does it feel going against this unknown in the Barbarian?
It's exciting. I think anytime you get to face an opponent who's never played before and you kind of don't know what to expect, I think it makes the game more interesting, more fun, and I'm just looking forward to kind of getting back into it. It's been a while since the last match, and it's just been crazy all over the place for the last 3 months, so I'm excited to kind of shift and just have a good time, bring the best that I can bring to this game, and see how it goes.
Yeah, Adam, you're a fixture at Comic-Con, and I know that probably your summer more than anybody else has been changed because of this global pandemic. So has that shift changed the way that you prepare for a match at all, or is it business as usual in the Hlavac residence?
We have not had a day off here since January 1st, so it hasn't changed too much. We've actually, we're doing a lot more stuff now, so it's made it even a little more harder to study, but I've been trying to squeeze it in whenever I can, on the weekends, on a holiday when we get one. So we'll see if that setting has helped, and just trying to do the best to just keep up to date with everything that's going on.
Well, Adam, also wanted to ask you, how's it been working with? Because this is like, again, you've been in this league now for a while, and then you've seen all the changes, and the Barbarian comes in. He doesn't know any different except being on a faction and having a manager. You haven't always had the luxury of having a manager. You have Winston now. You guys have been coordinating, talking. How's it been working with Winston on Swag?
It's been actually a very good experience. I think it's definitely different when you're on a team and you have a manager, and there's a little bit more of a collaborative effort being made for everybody to kind of get up to speed on the same page of not just quizzing each other on questions that could show up, but even just staying informed on what's happening. That's been a huge benefit for me, because I think previously, when you're kind of like in your own Wild West, you're really in and out of what's happening. So you're playing a match and you don't really know exactly the opponent, how many games they played, unless there's someone who's very well established in the game. So I think that's been a huge benefit, is being able to rely on other people in my team, including Winston, to really just get an insight and just keep, kind of my ear to the ground on what's going on with the Schmoedown itself.
Well, we're excited to have you back. We're excited to have this match here. Swag versus the Finstock Exchange. The Barbarian, Adam, the Haymaker, Hlavac are ready to go, Mark. And we start with round number 1. Give me those rules.
That's right, folks. It's your favorite time of the show, the rules of round number 1. This is the Innergeekdom format, gentlemen, which means you're going to have 10 questions from 10 different corners of good old Innergeekdom know-how. Your first question and your last question, and every question in between, is each worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number 1. You have 15 seconds once we ask the question to write down your best attempt at an answer with whatever utensil you have handy on whatever tablet you have ready to go. Once we ask you by name or nickname or your pet's nickname, please reveal what you wrote on the whiteboard to your camera at the same time you verbalize your answer into the microphone. I'll remind each competitor you have 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. If you need us to repeat a question, use the JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge to be used at any point by your manager during the 3-round contest.
All right, so we will start with the Barbarian here. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Hlavac, are you ready?
I am ready.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! All right, here we go. Round number 1. Question number 1 in the realm of the MCU. In Avengers Endgame, which Avenger takes a picture with a group of children at a diner?
Hulk.
Christian, once we get back out in the world, there are probably going to be some fans asking to take pictures with you. What do you tell them? Do you tell them, get off me?
Pictures, yes. Handshake, probably not. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We start with Adam.
Banner / Professor Hulk.
Yes. And Barbarian.
Hulk smash.
Yes. Hulk it is. 1-1. Mark, next question.
All right. Your next question is in the world of Star Wars, that galaxy from a different time. Your question. In The Empire Strikes Back, after defeating Darth Vader in the cave on Dagobah, who does Luke see inside Vader's mask?
Himself.
Tournament begins.
I believe one of these characters is your daughter's favorite Star Wars character, Christian. Is that still accurate?
No. No. 5.
She got Baby Yoda?
4, 3. Never was. 2, 1. Pens down, please. And we start with Barbarian on this one. Oh, right? Yeah.
Himself.
Yes. And Adam.
Himself.
Yes. My daughter's favorite character is Anakin Skywalker.
Annie.
He's also Darth Vader.
Another point for the Barbarian.
Not to him. All right. Let's see. Next question. Middle Earth. In the Fellowship of the Ring, which character says they will find you, they will take the ring, and you will beg for death before the end?
Yikes. Middle Earth, not fun to live in.
Elrond?
Just why I'm actually going to be watching Return of the King tonight. And 5, 4.
Christian, it appears that the Barbarian is writing on the back of it.
1. JTE. All right, JTE. Here we go. First one for the Barbarian. In the Fellowship of the Ring, which character says they will find you, they will take the ring, and you will beg for death before the end?
Yeah, does not. I'd like to visit the Shire. I think that sounds like the most stable kind of suburbia kind of. Maybe they have an outlet mall.
5, 4.
All right.
2, 1. Pens down. And Adam.
Was it Gandalf?
It was not. Craig.
Was it Boromir?
Boromir it was. Yes, it was. 3-2. 3-2. Next question.
All right, your next question is in the world of DC movies. Not DCU, DC movies. Your question: what is the name of the mysterious group that Ra's al Ghul is the leader of in Batman Begins?
Your favorite Batman movie?
Might be my
Not
favorite
the League of
comic book movie,
Assassins,
Christian. I'll
like
tell you
it's
this. I strolled through a garden recently, and I found a flower that looked a lot like the blue, what is it, a lotus that you got to take to the top of the thing?
4, 3.
I left it there.
2, 1. Pens down, please. And we start with Barbarian.
League of Shadows.
Yes. And
League of Shadows.
There we go. Okay. 4-3. The Barbarian keeps his lead here. Here's our next question. Marvel films. Marvel. Who plays Colonel William Stryker in X2?
Brian Cox.
Okay. Do your X-Men movies. Are you still a First Class guy?
Yeah, First Class, my favorite.
You like the B Team?
With Days of Future Past, second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Adam.
Brian Cox.
Yes. And Barbarian.
Brian Cox.
5-4. Barbarian with a 1-point lead over Adam.
Damn it, Roman. Your next question is in the wizarding world. Involves Harry Potter, maybe a guy named Newt. Your question: what is the name of an object which, when grasped, magically takes you to a prearranged destination?
A port key.
That sounds fun, but could fall into the wrong hands very easy, Christian.
This is the kind of stuff that makes me realize I can't compete in the singles league anymore, much less this one. 5.
My brain's mush.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, and Barbarian.
I don't have it.
And Adam.
I don't have it either.
Looking for a port key.
Port key. All right, so
Port key.
they both miss on that one, and Barbarian missing his first question in Schmoedown history on that one.
I don't know why I wasted paper for an X.
Adam's answer is 10.
10. Here's the next question. Star Trek. Who composed the score to Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan?
And ladies and gentlemen, as the guy says he can't answer any questions anymore, I bet you would have got this, Christian. You're really good at this category.
One probably, yeah. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And we start with Adam Hlavac.
Jerry Goldsmith?
That is incorrect. Barbarian.
James Horner.
Correct for 1 point. Barbarian goes up 2 here. 6-4. 6-4. As we get to our next question, Mark. Question number 8.
That's right. 3 questions remain, gentlemen. No perfect round in today's contest. This is in the world of the DCEU. And the question: who plays Diana's aunt, Antiope, in Wonder Woman?
God bless you.
Excuse me. I think maybe the best DCEU movie is this, or you're a Man of Steel fellow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Barbarian.
Robin Wright.
Yes, and Adam.
Robin Wright.
Agreed. I'd put Wonder Woman just slightly below Man of Steel, but that's my personal. All right. Next one. Here we go. Heroes and villains. You'll find the characters of Alan Quatermain, Tom Sawyer, and Dorian Gray in what 2003 comic film?
Well, you said the name. I got to do it, Christian.
All right. 5.
On an island.
4, 3.
All by himself.
2, 1. Pens down, please. Adam.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Yes. And Barbarian.
It's a very long title to write. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah, it is. 8-6. The Barbarian keeping his lead as we get to our final question here, Mark.
That's right. The writer's getting their revenge with the length of the answer. Your final question, gentlemen, is in the world of mixed bag. Let's roll up our sleeves, put our hands deep in there, and see what comes out. What 1994 comic book film had the tagline, "Believe in Angels"?
1994?
It's a good one.
It is. The Blue Angels. Better than the Blue Fairies, Christian?
Oh, nice. 5, 4, 3.
I was kissing my admirers.
Hands down, please. And we start with Barbarian.
Was it the Crow?
It was. And Adam.
The Crow.
Stop talking about
All right,
the
Mark,
Crow!
round number 2.
That's Professor
Give us the
Crow,
rules.
by the way.
Back on top and giving you the rules for round numero dos. This is the wheel round. This is the one that Christian and I were talking about in the pre-show that could help determine the match. Now, why do we call it the wheel round? Because we have a handy electronic wheel that each competitor is going to get a spin at. If you don't like what you spin, you can spin again, lest you spin opponent's choice. Each wedge that you may settle on is going to have 5 questions. 5 questions because it's Innergeekdom style. 2 points is the value of each question. If you're not sure of the answer, ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. So keep in mind, competitors, of your challenges and your remaining JTE rules. Christian, Adam looks great. He looks ready to go. The Barbarian does enjoy a 2-point lead over him. So Barbarian, it's up to you, or maybe you and the wiles of your manager, to decide if you want to spin that electronic wheel first or defer to Adam.
So we're going to put Adam out for the moment. We're going to bring Gucci in for a second. You guys have 60 seconds to decide what you want to do, starting now.
Fantastic round, first of all.
Thank you,
great,
Mr. G.
Great stuff. How you feeling here? You want to go? Want to let him go for this or what?
I'm feeling good. I think I want to show everyone what I can do first.
Okay.
Take that wheel for a ride.
I think that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Yeah, we're gonna spin first.
You're gonna spin first,
Yeah.
okay? Final answer there. All right, here we go. All right, so Barbarian, same thing there. Gucci, you will stay in the room, and you'll be able to have 50 seconds in between the first spin and first spin. Here we go.
How do I?
Let's get it.
There it is. It looked like Elvis was providing that spin.
Yeah.
He did.
We're gonna land on the MCU. All right, 60 seconds to decide, starting now.
What do you think, buddy boy? How you feeling about that? You know, that's he's pretty strong in that too.
Yeah, I like the MCU. I'm wearing an MCU T-shirt, but I think that.
I mean, we could take it off. I mean, we take it off him, but he's good at DC too. I mean, there's a bunch of things he can play.
Yeah. You know what?
You gonna spin
Let's
again?
take it. No, let's take it.
You sure? You 100% on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, there we go. So we're gonna bring Adam back in, drop Gucci out.
Good luck, Rick.
Drop out. All right. All right. So there we go.
Adam seems happy about this wheel slice, Christian.
It seems like it. All right, so we're gonna bring Adam is back, and we will start here. Craig, are you ready to go?
Yes, we are.
All right, here we go. Here's your first one. What is the name of the counter-terrorism team led by Steve in the Winter Soldier?
Strike Force.
Let's do multiple choice.
Is it A, Sword, B, Stripe, C, Gate, D, Strike?
D.
Strike.
Strike for 1 point is correct. All right, Barbarian, for your second question in the realm of the MCU. Who plays Fandral in 2011's Thor?
Josh Dallas.
It's Josh Dallas.
For 2 points. Question number
Johnny
3.
Himself.
The opening scene of Iron Man 3 takes place at a New Year's Eve party in what year?
1999.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, 1997, B, 1999, C, 2001, D, 2003?
1999.
That's correct for 1 point. Question number 4. What geographical region were Bucky and the rest of the Winter Soldiers trained and kept in Civil War Captain America?
In the North Pole.
Siberia.
For 2 more points. That is correct.
It's a good pull.
All right, so right now the score is 15-7 with the last question here for the Barbarian, who's having a pretty good round here. All right. In the Avengers, while talking to Steve, Coulson compares Bruce Banner to what real-life person?
What?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Gandhi, B, Stephen Hawking, C, Neil deGrasse Tyson, D, Albert Einstein?
Einstein.
Five.
Can you read the options?
First time we can do it. A, Gandhi, B, Stephen Hawking, C, Neil deGrasse Tyson, D, Albert Einstein.
Stephen Hawking.
For 1 point. Barbarian fighting through, having a great round there. 16-7 as he uses multiple choice a few times, but he doesn't miss a question mark. It was, I mean, again, for a rookie, well thought out, well played.
Yeah, Christian, taking the MCU off the board for Adam to not be able to get all those points if he could have spun that. So really, this strategy, we're going to find out if it pays off once Adam spins. Currently, though, Barbarian has to be feeling good about his 16-7 lead.
All right, so we're going to drop the Barbarian out here, bring back Winston. Winston, you got 60 seconds to talk to your competitor starting now.
60, 59, 58. Hey man, you killed that first round. Don't even stress about that. I was doing everything in my power to telepathically tell you port key, but it didn't work. But that's fine. I'm not worried about that shit. That's, it's fine. So yeah. Cut it off at the last second. So how you feeling, brother?
I feel good. I feel really good. He had a great round, and I think the first round went really well. I'm actually really happy with, just the outcome of that round. So I feel really good going into the second one.
Well, let's get it, baby.
All right, the wheel is back on the board here. All right, here we go now. The Adam Hlavac and Winston. So guys, let's take that first spin. Here we go.
Adam looks like a guy who can move things with his mind, so this isn't out of the realm of possibility.
It's all in the eyebrow. I don't know if you noticed.
All right, so it's another spin.
You ain't got 5 more of them MCU questions. You only got no more of them.
Let me check the stock room real quick.
You got to be some in the back, right?
Star Trek, barely.
Star Trek, you can go or spin again there. Adam, again, you have 60 seconds to talk it out with your manager starting now.
I would feel better to spin again.
I think that we should. I think that's a good call.
All right, so we're going to spin again. Whatever you get here, you got to take. Here it is.
Even if it's MCU, hell yeah. No! Every time. Every time.
All right, opponent's choice. So we're gonna bring back Gucci here. We're gonna drop Winston out and Adam out and bring you guys back. You have 60 seconds to talk to one another about what you want to use. Here we go. Starting now.
What you thinking, Barbarian?
I mean, this is why we watched all that game tape, so we'd know what to do when opponent's choice came up.
That's exactly the case.
So, we're going to go with Middle Earth.
All right, Middle Earth it is. Is that official? Is that your final answer?
You're 100 on that, Barbarian?
100%.
Okay.
All right, dropping Gucci out here, bringing back Adam. All right, guys. So we now are going to do, Mark, 5 questions in the realm of Middle Earth.
That's right. Will I pronounce names properly? And even more important, how many will Adam get right? We're about to find out. Adam, you have 5 questions that you're staring at. Each one's worth 2 points. If you need multiple choice, value of the question goes down to 1. Here we go in the world of Middle Earth. Who says 9 companions? So be it. You shall be the Fellowship of the Ring.
Elrond. This time I'm definitely sure.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Elrond, B, Gandalf, C, Aragorn, or D, Legolas?
Elrond.
It is Elrond. That's a point for Adam Hlavac. All right. Your next question, sir. Who plays Azog in the Hobbit series?
We go multiple choice.
Is it A, Liam McIntyre, B, Lee Pace, C, Manu Bennett, or D, Richard Armitage?
Liam McIntyre?
Lee Pace?
No.
That is incorrect. Barbarian for the steal. I'm going to give you your multiple choice options again. Is it A, Liam McIntyre, B, Lee Pace, C, Manu Bennett, or D, Richard Armitage?
Manu Bennett.
1 point. That's a huge steal, Christian.
It's really big. He basically gets that point back that he just lost there. All right, here we go. Next question, Mark.
Third question, Adam, for 2 points. Who is the voice of Sauron in Fellowship of the Ring?
Ooh.
Five.
I'm going to go for it. I think it's John Rhys Davies.
That is incorrect. For a giant 2-point steal, Barbarian, do you have it?
Well, you got to ask the question, Mark.
Who is the voice of Sauron in Fellowship of the Ring? Barbarian for the steal.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nothing. Okay.
All right, we were looking for Alan Howard.
Alan Howard. All right, here's the next question.
Alan Howard. All right, no points exchanged there. Adam, the world of Middle Earth.
And there it is. The first actual ad this entire match. Go away, please. Thank you.
In The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, who says, loyalty, honor, a willing heart, I can ask no more than that?
Thorin? No, wait.
Give me multiple choice.
I can do that. Is it A, Balin, B, Gandalf, C, Thorin, or D, Elrond?
I think it's Thorin, actually.
I'm going to go with Thorin.
You're going to get a point for that guess. It is Thorin, and that's a huge get by Adam. And now, one question remains. In the world of Middle Earth, Adam, in the Fellowship of the Ring, Gandalf says Bilbo has been officially labeled what in the community after their adventures?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, a common enemy, B, a dangerous liaison, C, a disturber of the peace, or D, an unwanted guest?
Disturber of the peace?
Disturber of the peace?
That's another big pull for Adam. Christian, it wasn't the prettiest round, but he at least avoided more steals that Barbarian could have gotten. And now we're going to go to round number 3. In round number 3, each competitor gives us a series of numbers. These numbers can range from 1 to 15. We need 3 numbers per competitor. Those numbers correspond to a different corner of Inner Geekdom know-how per each number. Your first question is worth 2 points. Your next one, 3. Your last one, should we make it that far, is worth 5, possibly of the biggest points of all time. So, Barbarian, you are enjoying a sizable lead, but Adam is still within striking distance. Barbarian, we're going to get your 3 numbers first. What feels lucky from 1 to 15?
I'd like to go with 17 for the number of points I have. So I'll do 1 and 7.
Okay.
Okay.
And then for my third number,
You need 60 seconds for this one?
I'll do 15.
15. All right. And
my goodness.
For Adam?
He said 1, 7, 15, correct?
That's true.
I will go 2, 6, 10.
All right, 2, 6, and 10. So we have a minute here. You can both talk to your competitors, 30 seconds apiece. We will start with Winston. You can talk to Adam here, 30 seconds starting now.
I mean, first of all, great numbers. I feel like that is the most vital part of this entire game. If anybody knows Schmoedown strategy, it's that your numbers literally decide everything. So well done there. Barbarian trying to play mind games, calling 17 1 and 7. That's not how math works, Barbarian. I know you're not part of civilized society, sir, but it's not quite how that works. But keep your mind clear. You're the vet here. You've done this before. We've seen greater comebacks. So let's go kick some butt.
Nice, 30 seconds on the dot. Well done.
It was really inspiring.
Well done.
I know there's no chance that this guy gets it done. Go ahead, 30 seconds.
Great round, Craig. Way to pick.
Thank
you. Let's see. I mean, look, you know what you need to do here. Just finish this off, man. Take it home. We got a lot of other work to do.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
We
All right,
will.
there we go. All right, well, thank you to both Bobby Gucci and to Winston. All right, Mark, here is where we stand. Mr. Adam Hlavac has to answer some questions here in order to avoid the TKO and bounce it back to the Barbarian. If he does not, the Finstock Exchange will see themselves with a big 4 points here if Barbarian can do it. But if not, Adam Hlavac can bounce it back to Craig. All right, here we go. Adam, you chose your first one. Your 2-pointer was number 2. And that is Who Said It? Okay. Which DC superhero said, "Sorry I've been away so long. I won't let you down again"?
That would be Christopher Reeve as Superman.
Superman is correct.
A big answer, Christian, because now he would love to have his 3-pointer, but even if he misses this next question, he still is in the running to at least tie the Barbarian.
That's right. But I mean, obviously he wants to hit it so he can get himself a lead over the Barbarian. And you chose, Adam, for your second question, you chose category 6. Category 6. Well, you're back there again. You're in Middle Earth with Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Here you go. What alias does Frodo use at the Prancing Pony in The Fellowship of the Ring? Five, 4, 3, 2,
It's not Strider.
1. Nothing. All right. So the answer was Underhill. The answer was Underhill.
Okay.
Underhill.
So once again, Lord of the Rings proving to be a pain in Adam Lavac's side. So Adam, you find yourself now here having to hit this 5-pointer. If you hit the 5-pointer, it is tied. The TKO is gone. However, if you miss, the Finstock Exchange will win via TKO. Here is the final question for you. Number 10. The DC EU.
That's good. That's good.
Here it is. What book does Mera receive as a gift from a little girl in Sicily in Aquaman?
Pinocchio. Last question, the Bibiani and Draco match, by the way. Just saying.
Repeat the question.
First one. What book does Mera receive as a gift from a little girl in Sicily in Aquaman?
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
And you have gotten it correct.
You son of a bitch.
Avoided the TKO. You avoid the TKO, and you do not. And the 4 points are now off the table for the Finstock Exchange. It is tied. It is tied now, Mark. He hits the big 5-pointer there, and you can see both Gucci because throws his arm back. Winston very excited there too. That was a big 5-pointer. Even if he doesn't happen to get the win, he's just at least saved 1 point there as we get to Barbarian.
That's right, Christian. A very dramatic moment, only elevated by your tomfoolery level play. Okay, Barbarian. Onus is now on you. You're not going to get a knockout or a TKO, but you can still get the W. We need a correct answer. You selected number 1 because that's the first number in 17. And that corresponds for 2 points to the world of DC movies. And in the world of DC, name the actor that played Dr. Hector Hammond in 2011's Green Lantern.
Nick Nolte?
He had a great sketch on SNL during the SARS pandemic where he was selling the Peter Sarsgaard SARSguards. Peter Sarsgaard.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, from the Finstock Exchange, the Barbarian! The Barbarian does it. Adam, gonna put you in the waiting room at the moment here. Great match. Thank you, Adam. Barbarian, Gucci, big win. Look, you didn't get the 4 points. It looked like you were going to get 4. Adam really fought back, scrapped, didn't let him take it. But Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth, it really does seem to be Adam's sore spot there, and you guys exploited it. Gucci, you knew that going into the second round, the opponent's choice there. And, how do you feel about the Barbarian's debut in Innergeekdom?
I mean, look, it was fantastic. I couldn't have asked for more. I mean, like I said earlier at the top of the show, no one studies the answers and the questions more than Barbarian, but also no one studies their opponent as well as he does as well, which is fantastic stuff. We knew that if we get Middle Earth on this guy, he was going to be finished. Now look, he had a couple of good checkdowns and he made it a great game. I mean, do we want the 4? Sure, we wanted the 4, but 3 is just as good.
Okay, so I'm gonna. First of all, this thing stinks, and I've been stroking it the entire time. I need a shower. Anyway, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut this short. I'm not gonna watch the rest of the match. Well, I'm gonna watch the rest of the match, but I just won't. It just won't be on camera because I've got so much stuff I need to take care of, and I just don't have enough time to complete the match, unfortunately. But at least I watched the important part, which is the actual match itself. The Barbarian won, which makes me super happy. I've been rooting for this guy since the beginning of the season. Unfortunately, I don't think anymore. I've been saying for a very long time that he's going to win at least the majority of the tournament. I thought he was going to beat Robert Parker. I don't think so anymore. But hey, things can change. Maybe he studies enough, and maybe he just has. I mean, he had a great performance in this round, but in this match. But to beat Robert Parker, you don't need good, you need the best. And I don't think the Barbarian is there just quite yet. So, yeah, we'll see, man. I'm still rooting for this guy, but great match overall. Great match by Barbarian. Great match by Hlavac. And, yeah, I really enjoyed this match. So, thank you guys for watching. See you guys some other time. Goodbye for now.
Hello again, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.